Most people learn the law of attraction backwards. They were taught to force positive thoughts while feeling anxious, doubtful, overwhelmed, or deeply tired. They repeat words they do not believe. They chase the outcome. They grip. They beg. And then they wonder why nothing changes. That is what keeps so many people stuck. And the most damaging part is not that it fails. It turns pain into self-blame. If something hard happens, she thinks she attracted it. If she feels afraid, she thinks she ruined it. This is not about blaming you for pain or pretending it is not there. It is about stopping the patterns that keep feeding fear and disappointment. There is a reason forced positivity feels hollow. Fantasy alone is not the engine people think it is. When you rehearse only the reward, your mind gets the feeling before the work. The relief comes early. The effort drops. The daydream starts replacing the step. So the question is not whether desire matters. It does. The question is what turns desire into movement instead of escape. Here is the part of the law of attraction that actually works. What you repeatedly feel, say, notice, and do becomes the life you are most available for. Not because you control the universe with perfect thoughts, because attention changes what you notice. Emotional honesty changes what you can regulate. Identity changes what your body believes is possible. And repeated action changes what can actually unfold. Manifestation is not pretending. It is directing attention, emotion, identity, and action. So begin here. Tell the truth about where you are. Before you reach for a new reality, name the feeling you are in now. Anxious, lonely, jealous, numb, hopeful, grateful, angry. Whatever is real. A feeling that is named has less power to run your life in secret. You do not have to make it disappear. You only have to stop leaving it unnamed. Then choose one clear wish. Not 10. Not everything. 1. I am ready for steady money. I am ready for calm love. I am ready to feel safe in my own body. I am ready to trust myself again. A clear wish gives your mind direction. A scattered wish gives it noise. Next, feel the outcome for a moment, not as escape, as rehearsal. If this desire were already unfolding, how would your body breathe? How would your shoulders soften? How would you speak on an ordinary Tuesday afternoon? Stay there for a few seconds. Let the feeling become familiar. Then open your eyes. The point is not to hide in the future. It is to let your body practice receiving it. And now do the part most people skip. Ask yourself, what in me resists this right now? Not what is wrong with the world, not who failed you, not why life has been unfair. What is the inner obstacle now? Doubt, avoidance, scarcity, people-pleasing, the habit of expecting disappointment, the fear that if something good comes, it will leave. This is where manifestation becomes honest. Once the obstacle is visible, it stops feeling like fate. Then turn the obstacle into a plan. If doubt rises, then I breathe and return to my truth. If I want to avoid, then I take one tiny step. If I start spiraling, then I put my hand on my heart and come back to the present moment. If I want to procrastinate, then I work for 5 minutes and begin anyway. This is where attraction stops being vague. You decide what you will do when the old pattern appears. Now change the way you speak to yourself, not with empty hype, not with fake perfection, with words your body can receive. Good things are allowed to reach me. I no longer have to chase from panic. I can be scared and still move. I am becoming someone who receives. I am safe enough to believe in something better. Repeat words that feel believable enough to grow roots. Then loosen your grip on how it must arrive. Attachment can make you desperate. Desperation makes you cling. Clinging narrows your vision and makes you miss the quiet doors opening around you. Set the intention. Take the step. Stay open. Let life surprise you. Then collect evidence every day. Evidence and gratitude. 3 small things. The message you sent, the boundary you held, the opportunity you noticed, the moment you chose peace over panic, the moment you did not abandon yourself. Do not wait for one giant miracle while ignoring the small proofs that your inner world is already changing. Because this is how reality shifts most of the time. Not all at once, not by magic words alone, but by repetition, by attention, by emotional honesty, by new choices made again and again until they start feeling like you. And the first evidence is usually not the external result. It is that you handle the same moment differently. The spiral shortens. The boundary comes faster. The body softens sooner. The old pattern loses authority. That is the law of attraction in practice. So if you want the grounded version, return to this. Name the feeling. Choose the wish. Feel the outcome. Face the obstacle. Make the plan. Repeat the truth. Take the step. And let your new reality meet you there. Sometimes a small, quiet place to track those inner shifts is enough to help you notice that life is already moving. First 3 scene visual directions. Scene 1. Most people learned it backwards. Avoid the default left figure, right text split. Frontal or near frontal portrait composition. Visualize conflicting thought ribbons and reversed arrows. Optional readable phrase inside the art. Learned it backwards. Scene 2. The shame trap. More compressed, centered composition. Near frontal intimate view with the heroine surrounded by self-blame ghost text. Optional readable phrase inside the art. The shame trap. Scene 3. Why fantasy alone backfires. Use a different camera angle from scenes 1 and 2. Prefer rear 3/4 or over-shoulder view toward a dissolving dream world. Optional readable phrase inside the art. Fantasy alone. Optional small subline. Is not the engine.